Hey guys, this is chess coach Andrew Inc. and welcome back to UTOP Chess Institute's standard games. This is a 30-minute with zero increment. It's actually classical online, but I like the time control, so that's why I'm going to go here. Let me change this guy so it's a little bit better. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, hopefully the camera's good. The chessboard is good. The clock and ratings and names and everything is great. Let's go. Let's dive in. Evandro SM, rated 2124 in Rapid, 2000 in Blitz. Should be a good game. He wants to trade light square bishops immediately. Okay. I don't think this is very good for white. I'm pretty sure white's advantage is gone now. He goes there. That's interesting. So part of me wants to play knight to e7. There's also knight to h6 ideas, which stops on g4. F4. I don't think this is really coming because that doesn't seem very useful. c5 is what I would play instantaneously if I was playing a blitz or a bullet game. There's also h5, knight h6 ideas, which is our ideal setup to basically allow a knight to permanently sit on f5, and then we're just chilling. So I'm guessing if I play the move h5, he's going to go knight to f3, and then I can play knight h6. So if I go c5, queen b5 check, queen d7, queen takes, knight takes. The biggest fan of that, considering I want a knight here, which means this knight's going to come this way, and this knight's just misplaced here. So another option is queen b6. Should we just go h5? We fight on the light squares and we just traded off the light square bishop. We do give up the g5 square, but we could always attack it with bishop here. So let's go h5. The only thing I'm worried about is pawn f5, but that seems crazy. I could just play pawn takes, queen takes, knight e7, and then knight here, and I think I'm just like permanently in the, yeah. So I don't know why this move to me seemed so challenging. So now do I just go knight to h6, jump into f5? Yeah, let's do that. He can play knight g5, but bishop e7. Also knight f5. I like the knight on f5. It's very strong. Very strong. So he goes knight to c3. That's a weird move. That is very strange. I thought he would need to play the pawn to c3. So now part of me wants to play a6 and then c5. That way he has no knight b5 and no queen b5. The knight can chill here. I don't think I'm in a rush to jump into f5. Because the thing is if he ever goes here, I can always go here. And then he's like forced back. So now do we just play a6? Very slow and steady. a6 and then c5. I like it. Let's do it. Bishop d2. Is he going to castle queenside? So that tells me that I should play c5 now. Okay, I mean b5. I mean a6 is very useful because if he castles queenside, he's gonna get slapped with b5, b4. He just takes. He's like, whatever. So now I can take. Seems quite useful. He did open up this square for a knight. It's important to know. Now he can't castle, so he wants to trade bishops. Don't think I'm too interested in trading bishops, so part of me wants to go back here, and then this always comes with tempo. So this was just a waste of time, but I guess me taking and then going back was also a waste of time. But his center is weaker. He did get the d4 square. Let's go back to e7. That's where I'm nice and happy. Castles, and then the question is, do we play knight here, or I think it just knight c6. We develop first, and this knight can just hang out here. Castles queenside. What a crazy person. This guy is crazy. Absolutely insane. Okay. Now, how do you play this? So part of me just wants to go rook c8. There's another part of me that could play knight here, but then I can't really take and then play knight to f5. This seems just logical developing moves. My opponent's just like blitzing out moves. He's like, I don't even care. Let's go. So I'm thinking about pawn to h4, which the bishop and the queen guard, and it prevents like this because then I can just take. So pawn h4 seems very logical. The thing is once the knight, oh, that's not a good move. What is the point of that? What the heck is this guy doing? What are you doing, sir? So if I go here, knight takes d5 is always a problem because the knight gets weak here. But if I go here, knight takes d5, queen takes d5, queen takes, pawn takes, there's nothing that attacks the knight. So I think I'm good here. But now I have to be careful if he moves the queen because then it's the rook and the knight. But if he moves the queen, I'll just push the pawn to g6. Instead he goes there. So he wants to play this, and then pawn takes, bishop takes. So I think I'm going to play g6. I think my king is safer in the middle than it's going to be anywhere else. And now the plan is just b5, b4, and like get the queen out. Yeah, so I take, he has to take with the bishop, and I still don't really see what he accomplished with all of that. If he pushes here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers, but I kind of want to move the, so I'm thinking about b5. Knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, queen d7, check, rook blocks. That doesn't do anything. We also have rook d4. Is my rook doing anything here? Let's go b5. Just makes sense. Now here, pawn takes, bishop takes. It's also queen a5. And then b4. So if he takes, I have this check. King moves here, and then I take here, and all of a sudden his position is so weak. And then bishop here. So that looks good. Queen a5. What does he play there? If b4, I have queen takes. If he moves the knight, say knight takes, we just have pawn takes. I also have this kind of stuff. Queen here. Knight takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes. Then just like queen c7 maybe. So let's go queen a5. Interesting position. My opponent got very aggressive. That seems to be like everyone lately. All these slow games that I've played, my opponents just seem to only know one strategy, and it's just like, whatever it is, I'm just gonna attack. I don't care about anything else. So I kind of think I want to go here to stop him from playing knight here. Because he wants to go knight here and trade off my knight. Also could play b4. Knight here. I have to take. Queen takes. And then pawn takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes. Check. That looks terrible for him. So here, if pawn takes, I have this check. King moves here. I can take with check. You have to move the pawn here. Then I take with check. You go here. Bishop takes check. I mean, you're almost getting mated there. So b4 looks incredibly strong. b4, knight d4, knight takes, queen takes, pawn takes, queen takes, check. King moves here. So b4, knight d4, knight takes, queen takes, pawn takes. You have to take it. Queen takes, check. King to g1 only move. Could go rook here. So b4 is very straightforward. What else do we have? Rook c4. To stop knight here. But then maybe he plays this, and after this he could close the position. So I think we need to play b4 now. I like that my rook is guarding like all the weaknesses. Wow, he drops the bishop back. It's interesting. Did not expect that. So now I think queen here. Stops the knight from jumping in. It defends the pawn, preparing pawn takes. What about pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn a2? But then he has queen here? No, because I take. Pawn takes, and then I make a queen. Hold on. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Looks absolutely ridiculous. I agree. Pawn a2. Queen moves here. No, you could just move your king here and then their rooks guard the queening square. So that's out of the question. So now I like queen b6. Queen b6. He could push a4. So then maybe... Queen b6, a4. That sucks. Then we push the pawn and he pushes past. Could even check here. Queen takes, knight takes, and we have two attackers here. So let's go queen b6, and then a4, clearly. He takes, what a madman. What an absolute madman. Bishop takes, queen takes. And you're still in big trouble. Now just queen a4 is a big threat. Puts pressure here, puts pressure here. Part of me wants to go just like king e7. Or a5, a4, a3. Can he make progress over here? Pushes the pawn. I could just go rook here. Go rook here. You could go knight here. Then I could take. King e7 is a little weak. a5, a4, a3 is a little slow. There's also king e7, rook b8, just ignoring this. Let's do that. Or do I go to d7 so that I can always reroute the knight? E7 is better because my queen guards this. But d7 sure is interesting. d7, he attacks this way. So I'm pretty sure I want to move my king here and then the rook come over and create this battery, which I think will create weaknesses in front of his king. And the key on opposite side castling is just create open files. The question though is e7 or d7? I mean, d7 is just such a bold move. But at the same time, it kind of looks right. You could get in trouble with this, but that's just not a thing. Queen takes, rook takes. Queen check, though, in the future is possible, but I'm going to have lots of pieces here. D7. I mean, it gives me these squares. That's the thing, is that I have so many pieces that could potentially want to use E7. But I don't think I'm going to move my knight back. That makes no sense. So E7 or D7. I mean, D7 just looks absolutely crazy, but at the same time, it kind of feels like super flexible. It also guards the rook. Let's go King D7. Just makes sense. It guards the rook, gives me squares to reroute to. It keeps my queen able to come to the back rank, just in case. You never know. You just never know. So I think I want to go here. I like this move. That's really good for us. We have rook b8. This is our key weakness. So we have a way to rip open his king now. This was a really bad move. But I guess he wants knight d4 is the big idea. I think maybe I just leave it. No, because he hits my rook. So then maybe rook to c4. So that after like knight takes, pawn takes, we can swing over this way. I also really like that my queen eyes the rook. So something like rook takes a3 is always a possibility. I mean, right now he's got defenders, but things can change. He goes there. That's really weird. So I kind of want to play rook here. I guess he's going to go rook here. And then we start pushing the a pawn. Or maybe we start pushing the a pawn anyway, because I don't really see him attacking me here. I guess he wants to push here. After rook takes, queen takes, I can't take back. That just seems crazy though. So here, here, here. Could push here. Knight takes, queen takes, queen takes, rook takes. Yeah. So now maybe just king here. So after pawn takes, we have rook takes here. Or maybe rook to c8 threatening this after he moves the knight here. Now I like king e7. I feel kind of dumb, but now I like king e7. Let's go king e7. Prophylactic. Prophylactic. Our attack is still raging on. So I could go rook here. Keep the attack. I could trade knights. If he plays knight takes, pawn takes. Opens the B file. I don't want the B file to open. So let's trade. He wants to trade queens. Let's go here. he takes, I'll take with this, threatening rook takes c3. Now a5, a4, a3 is my threat. So lame. I hate it when people just like attack you and then their whole idea of chess is like, okay, if my attack fails, I'll just trade pieces. So boring. So rook here, I guess. That's strange. That is really strange. a4. I mean, I'd like to get this a pawn traded off. Okay. I guess he feels the same way about his h pawn. Wait, if I go here and you take it? All of a sudden, I don't really love my position anymore. Here, I take that. Let's do that. No, I threaten check and then I come in here. So this move is nice. Should have done that a while ago, I think. Rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes, maybe? Wait, if I take here and you go here check, I lose a rook? No, because I can go here defending. I also just have this check. If you take here, I can take with the rook. Check. King moves here. So I take, you move here, check. I move here guarding the rook. So rook takes, f6, check, king d6. If you take this, I take with the king, and then if you give check, I take here, and you just lose all your pawns. So then here, and then pawn takes, and then you lose a rook. Then rook takes check, but then I have king takes, so then pawn takes here. Hold on. Rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes, pawn takes, rook b8, rook f8, and we're fine. So let's take here. Yeah, that's not a good move. Now he's stuck defending his pawn. Okay. Can't I just go here, though? I guess you could push and take. Do we go rook a6 and then he goes pawn b3? No, I take with check. Yeah. If he gets over eager, which I think he will, we take with check and we just win. So he goes there. But now I think I want to push, get rid of this sucker. If he goes rook here, I'm going to push to a2. He takes. I like that. That's good for us. Because now he has no more passed pawn. No more passed pawn. Rook here and then here. And I think we're doing well. We could also go here. And that seems winning for us, right? We win a second pawn. This pawn can't promote. Our opponent used like no time. He used like 5 minutes. Like what? Yeah, not trading rooks was a good idea. But I don't think it does a whole lot for you. Just go back here. And we'll slowly make progress. We got the Great Wall of China here. Just go up slowly. Yeah, that move makes sense. So I think I'm going to come around this way. And then when he checks, I think I'll block. What's the best way to go about this? If I move here check, you move your king here, this is mate. So you have to move back. So I like that. Yep. Could go here, you give the check. I move up and then here. It seems like a good way to make a mistake. Let's just go here. He's gonna go rook a5 and then push c4. No, he goes there. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I like here. He goes check. I move there. He goes check. I move here. He goes check. I move here. He goes check. I move here. Now I can push. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely we will make progress. I think I'm gonna make this my base point and then improve from here. That seems good. I'm gonna overwork his king. Defending here and the promotion square here. I can push this and trade it off. And we go check and send him back. We could even go check here, and if he takes, he loses a rook. But I think I'll just play it simple and send him back. And then king here, and then pawn here. We're also threatening mate. Also threatening mate. Checkmate. Good game. All right, let's analyze this. Request a computer analysis. Not sure if you guys can see this, but yeah, I scrolled down. Interesting game. That opening was, or I should say the middle game. I wasn't quite sure how to make the best progress in the middle game. Yeah, you can see that right here. I basically got myself into a completely winning position, and then I didn't find the right way forward and allowed white back into the game. He got to equality and then made a blunder, and we won. So let's go from the beginning and just see how things go. So he trades off. I played h5. The computer doesn't love it. It wants c5. I literally said if I was playing bullet or blitz, I would play c5 instantly. But okay. Yes. c5, yes. He wants to trade. Oh, and then win a tempo with knight here. Yes, of course. But I went back. Still fine. Rook here. He goes there. Knight takes. Rook takes. Drops back. Knight jumps in. Goes there. Queen a5. We played queen a5. Okay, now it says black is completely winning, but only after bishop c5. Wait. Bishop takes. How is it -4 if he does that? Okay. What's the plan here? Bishop c5. Rook moves up. Oh, there's this nasty check. King moves here. Knight takes. Rook takes. Bishop takes. Best move is a rook takes pawn. That seems a bit crazy. But you do get some checks. Probably queen blocks. No, it just runs away, of course. You win the bishop, but you're still down the exchange for a pawn. Okay, I didn't see that. That's really interesting. So I played b5 is okay. Queen a5, not so great. b4, what does it want here? Okay, b4, we found that move. King d7, no, I played queen there. King d7, yes. That's awesome. Top move, king d7. Now he goes here. I remove the queen back. I played king e8. Not so good. This is where I lost the advantage. King e7. But we were starting to run low on time because there's no increment. So it wants the knight here. Oh, and then here. Of course. Of course. Knight takes. Queen takes. Rook here. Queen takes. Rook takes. King comes up. Yeah, I thought rook here and the game was teetering out, but instead he goes there. I did not like that move. We had this, takes, and then rook here. I like the pressure I have here. It wants the check. Okay, check here. Takes, but then after this, I thought that... Oh, that's mate. Oh, wow. It's just mate. So then what about here? It wants rook takes. Oh, of course. Because if you take here, we just go check, check. We win the rook. Of course. Yeah, duh. Okay, so I should have gone after that. Instead I took here, but he gave the check, which was terrible because of king d6, and then he trades. He goes there, I go here, and now I thought that b3 was interesting, but we take with check, so it doesn't work anyway. I pushed. Now if he went here, I would have played a2, b4, king takes, king moves here. I probably have to bring the king over. Goes check, wow, okay. Oh wow, that's interesting. That is fascinating. So we can't take the pawn, obviously, because I just make a queen. And he can't really do anything else. Apparently this takes, yeah, just queening. Okay, wow. Yeah, so I pushed, he took, rook takes, and now he's happy because neither of these pawns are passed, and this pawn's going down. So now it was just a matter of technique. Which took forever, but I don't think we ever really got ourselves into trouble. We had to do this dance, but we're fine. Notice you guard the pawn, and then whenever he attacks you with check, but doesn't attack the pawn, then you can move the king here. And then I brought the rook around to cover the checks. Push the f pawn. And now we're making progress. Notice when the kings are facing each other, you want to give a check from the side, which forces the king back. So now this threatens mate, so rook to the back rank is one of the only moves, but he misses it and gets mated. Fascinating game. What was our accuracy? 90%, not bad. 27 average centibon loss, pretty good. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.